Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Meredith E. Phillips. I'm a writer, reader, and bunny mama, and this is going to be a little bit of a plan with me, look ahead to the month of August kind of vlog. So today is July 31st. It is the last day of July, and I need to get my August videos and other social media things sort of planned out. I tend to do that either at the end of the month or the very beginning of the month, so here we are. So I figured today I would show you how I kind of plan all that out, where I get video ideas from, how I decide to schedule things, and all that kind of stuff. I have also committed a cardinal sin of video filming. I have 3 batteries for this camera, and one of them is obviously in it currently, which I have used a bit since I first put it in, and the other 2 I haven't charged. Because why charge the spare batteries so that they're ready when this one dies? So I'm really hoping that I have like a decent amount of battery life left. One of the things, I have a Canon M50 in case you're wondering. And one of the things that I do not like about the camera, I generally love this camera. However, one of the things I hate is that there's a little battery bar, you know, to tell you like how much battery you have left. And right now it's completely full. But what the camera will do is it'll all of a sudden bump it down to like half. And then like 5 minutes later, it'll be dead. And I'm like, that is not how a battery symbol should work. It should be slowly going down over the course of the battery life. Anyway, I need to go ahead and get started. I need to do a little bit of an outline / notes for the video I need to film today. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started with actually planning out the rest of the videos. But before I do any of that, I want to make a list. So one thing that really stresses me out is when I do not have a to-do list on a piece of paper. If I have all the stuff I need to do just sort of floating around in my head, I find that I'm just constantly reviewing the list and like counting things off. And what did I already do? What do I still need to do? Like I'm constantly redoing the list in my head. If I write it down as a checklist kind of thing, then it's all right there. I don't have to keep replaying it, so I hopefully don't forget something. I'm going to go ahead and do a little checklist, to-do list for this weekend, and then we'll start planning out August's social media stuff. This is the planner I've been using since the beginning of the year. It is Table Talk Weekly Planner. It was from Mochi Things. I'll link to that website below if you want to check them out. It was relatively inexpensive, and it's a Korean company, so the red dates are like Korean holidays. So if that's gonna annoy you, I wouldn't get this one, but I don't really care. I'm just using it for planning purposes. The planner has the months all grouped at the beginning of the year, and then it has all of the individual weekly spreads like this. So what I tend to do is like this. I put the content that I'm going to post, whether that's YouTube or Instagram, I put that up in this section and go across the week like that. And then I've got all of my like to-do list kind of things down here. And I usually have like household chores I need to do, and then social media stuff I need to do, and then other personal, you know, whatever kind of stuff I need to do there. This is this week, and this is this weekend. So I'm gonna do my little list down here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you can see my general list here. The house stuff is almost always the same. Obviously, things need to be cleaned, and laundry needs to be done, and grocery shopping needs to happen. The social media stuff kind of differs. Sometimes it kind of depends on the week, but this is pretty typical: outlining, editing, filming, Instagram stuff. I put writing work under personal. It could kind of go under social, I don't know. It goes here for me. So obviously I'm going to get to work on that tomorrow. I've already filled in next week in terms of the sort of check off boxes that I like to do. But if we go back to the actual calendar, I don't have very much of anything filled in for the month of August. I've got my live streams planned, but you can see all the YouTube stuff is completely blank, and I need to work on that. So for YouTube ideas and video ideas, my Friday videos kind of write themselves because they're vlogs, so I don't need to worry about like coming up with an idea for it. It just sort of is whatever is going on the weekend of filming. But the Tuesday videos obviously are usually more like sit down kind of videos and process videos. I don't know if they're like advice videos necessarily most of the time. More just like, hey, this is what I'm doing, or this is what's worked for me, or videos where I feel like hopefully this will be inspiration or motivation for everyone, or a discussion kind of video. Anyway, all that kind of stuff. So what I've been doing this year, of course, is the very first Tuesday video of the month is a wrap-up video from the previous month where I'm going over my goals and kind of letting you know what I have planned for the month and what I'm hoping to get done and all that kind of stuff. But then everything else is just, I have to come up with some ideas for what to talk about. So I have a running list of video ideas. I've been having trouble lately though. I feel like, I don't know, I've just had trouble coming up with interesting ideas recently. So I do a couple things when I get to a point where I don't have what I would consider good ideas for videos. So one thing I do is I look back over the past several months and see if there's any video that I did previously that I could add on to in a way or expand upon or anything like that. Sometimes just reviewing those ideas gives you more ideas, so I do that. I also will go into my YouTube analytics and look at what videos are performing well on my channel, what videos are getting a lot of views, what videos are getting a lot of comments. And there's 2 videos over the past year that have done really well, and I'm surprised, I'm continually surprised that they're doing like, that people are still watching them. So the first one was that writer's notebook video that I did a couple months back now. It's gotten a lot of views, at least for my channel, it's gotten a lot of views, and it's gotten a lot of consistent views, meaning it wasn't that everybody watched it like the first week it came out and then nobody's watched it since then. People watched it when it first came out, but then I've gotten a bunch of people like every week, every month who are still watching it. Like new people are finding the video and watching it. So that's been a good one for me. The other one that I find super surprising is a video from last September, and it's the introverts on social media video. When I first posted it, I had a very, very, very tiny channel. I had maybe 300 subscribers at that point. And it got like when I posted it, it got a normal number of views that I was getting at the time, and I kind of didn't think too much about it. But recently, in the past couple months, it's like people have been finding it who aren't subscribed to my channel, and it's gotten a lot of views. It's up to like 500 or 600 views at this point, which for me, again, like that's a significant number. So when a bunch of people are watching a video like that, clearly there is interest in that topic, and if you make another video related to that, maybe more people will watch that one, right? So I've been thinking about how to do like not necessarily a part 2, but just sort of a spin-off, or what other information can I give or share about those topics. And the notebook one to me is so weird. Like I was not nervous, but when I posted that video, I did not think it was going to do very well at all. I thought it was going to get like very low views because I don't know, I wasn't like super confident in the idea, and then it's done really well. So I can never predict which videos are gonna do good and which ones aren't. I can never figure it out. But anyway, the notebook one, I don't have an idea right now for how to do another video sort of related to that, but I had an idea for how to do a video related to the introverts on social media. So I think I'm gonna do that one this month. So let's go ahead and start writing some of this in the slots. Okay, so I know my very first video of the month is going to be the July wrap-up video, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And then I've already filmed the video for the 10th. That was the video I filmed last weekend, and that's the tag video. So I'm going to write that one in. And that leaves me with 3 spots left for August. So I think for the 17th, I'm going to go ahead and do that introverts on social media sort of spin-off video. So I'll put that in here. The other thing I will sometimes do if I'm having trouble coming up with ideas is I will go to other people's channels and scroll through their videos and see what they've done recently. Now, I'm not saying go to other people's channels and directly copy the videos that they've done. No. But what I am saying is that sometimes people will do videos on topics that are sort of universal, and you can do a video on the same topic and give your perspective or your ideas or your opinion or whatever another kind of video like that you want to do. For example, maybe a month or so ago, there was another flurry of videos all titled, "Is AuthorTube dying?" And if you've been around AuthorTube for any length of time, I feel like these videos come up pretty much once a year, almost like clockwork. Everyone suddenly goes into a tizzy. Oh my gosh, AuthorTube's dying. No one's posting videos and there's no new AuthorTubers and everyone's quitting and it's horrible. And I'm like, it's not dying, guys. It's fine. But if you saw that video and you wanted to give your opinion on the topic, you could make a video about, is AuthorTube dying? And it's not that you're copying other people's videos, you're just giving your opinion on that topic, right? There's also, of course, tag style videos where you're kind of supposed to copy the idea, but other times people will do a video and for whatever reason, it'll spark other ideas in my head. So it's not that I'm copying their exact idea, I'm just getting inspiration from them and I'm coming up with my own ideas, sort of a spin-off on whatever it is that they've done. So 2 more videos for August. I did have a suggestion for a video in the comments of a previous video, so I think I'm gonna do that one. It was actually a really good suggestion, so I'll do that for the 24th. And that leaves me with one more video. Now, sometimes if I'm doing this sort of monthly planning and I'm just not coming up with anything, or I'm not feeling particularly inspired to talk about some particular thing, I will sometimes just leave it. Like, this is the final video for August. I have weeks before I have to film anything for it, so if I can't think of something right now, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll think of something later, you know what I mean? I might go digging through my analytics, I might go digging through some other people's channels and see what they've been working on recently and see if I can get any immediate inspiration, but otherwise I might just leave that for future Meredith to figure out. Okay, so let's head into my analytics and see if I can think of anything in particular. Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna leave that for today. Okay, so one of the cool things in your analytics page, it will show you how people ended up on your channel watching your videos when they searched for certain search topics. So like the top one for me is writing vlog. People typed writing vlog into the YouTube search bar and they found my channel. The best one in this entire list is all the way down here. Someone typed in Aaron Condren's Star Wars. For some reason, my video came up, and you know what? They watched 13, almost 14 minutes of that video. So I'm like, you know what? That's cool. There's a bunch of terms down here that have to do with being an introvert, Instagram for introverts, introverts on social media. I'm an introvert, but want to post on my social media. So I think that video will hopefully be helpful. You can also see here, writer's notebook is another term that people were searching for, and they obviously found that writer's notebook video. So that's interesting. If there's something else about writer's notebooks that you want to know about, like, let me know. That still confuses me. I'm like, what else? It just is a notebook. I don't know. Do people just like looking in other people's notebooks? So these are all the videos that people have watched in recent times. So obviously, like, the ones at the top are one of my more popular vlogs that I posted a couple weeks back. The Camp Nano rant, that one did really well, which I was pretty sure that was gonna do well because people love a salty rant video. Now see, this chart is showing which videos of mine have been watched in the last month. And you can see right here, being an introvert on social media has gotten 72 views in the last month. And I published that video back in September, like almost a year ago. And it's still getting that many views, which for my channel is like, that's a ton. So if we look at the last 365 days, you can see like it's consistently gotten views. Here's where I posted it, and obviously the first day I posted it, it got 20 views, which was like decent for me at the time. And then it totally drops off like the next day. But this bar has not quit. It just keeps, people keep watching it. Here's a good example of what a normal video would kind of do. This is my get to know me tag video that I did pretty much a year ago. I posted it on August 11th and it got 25 views that day. But you can see like after this peak, it just drops. And like a few people watched it in here in the October-November range, which is when I was getting a lot of new subscribers from all my NaNoWriMo videos. So it makes sense that they were then clicking on a video to get to know me better. But then after that, you can see it totally drops off. Like, it flatlines. And there's every now and then a little blip where like one person has watched it, but that video is basically dead. Like, nobody's watching it at this point. So you can see why this other introvert video is so interesting. The green is the rapid fire get to know me tag video, and you can see the green, like, it did okay for a minute and now it's just like completely nothing. Whereas the blue line is the introverts on social media, and it's consistently done really well all the way up until present. If I make another video about being an introvert on social media in some capacity, which I do have more thoughts on, that might be a video that does well for me in terms of the analytics. So anyway, that was a lengthy explanation. So let's troll through some other people's videos and see if we can find inspiration there. And otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on filming the July wrap-up video. All right, we got the filming done. So, filming done. We can check that off wherever it is in my list. Outline and film, I did it. I did it. Yay. Okay, so the only kind of annoying thing I would say about the monthly wrap-up videos and like the goal setting videos that I do is that I post those on the first Tuesday of each month. But I have to wait until the month is either completely over or almost over in order to do them. I can't film a monthly wrap-up video like 2 weeks before the month ends, you know what I mean? So that means I have to wait a little bit, and a lot of times it ends up kind of like this month has, where I'm filming this wrap-up video on the last day of the month and it has to go up in 3 days. That means I have to film it and edit it and do the thumbnail and do all the details and all that kind of stuff in a pretty quick succession there, and I don't like having it on that tight a timetable. I like to have a little more time most of the time, but with the nature of this kind of video, you kind of have to do it that way. So my goal for the rest of today is to go ahead and edit that video and upload it, hopefully finish up most of the other stuff that has to do with it so it'll be uploaded and ready to go and I don't have to think about it anymore. But if I need to, I mean, I will have time on Monday to do any little last minute things, but I really don't like waiting until that like day before or last minutes. It just, that stresses me out. Our internet here can go out on a beautiful sunny day when nothing's happening. We'll just like randomly lose power, and same for the internet and like our phones and stuff. Not our cell phones, but I have a landline for my work, and sometimes it'll just go out and I'm like, what? Why? I don't like waiting until like the last minute when it comes to uploading videos or doing internet stuff, because if our internet goes out randomly, then I'm kind of screwed. So I don't like leaving that to chance. I like to have a little bit of a buffer in there just in case something crazy happens. So for the moment, it is 12:30. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some lunch, take a little bit of a break, and then I'll jump into editing. Okay, so it's kind of the end of the day. It's almost 6 o'clock. I meant to film a little more today, but I just was getting into it and ended up finishing editing the video. It's uploaded. I did the thumbnail. I just have to fill in a few last details and then that'll be done. So I'm excited about that. And then tomorrow is my writing day. So I plan to take you along on the writing adventure. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and make some dinner and then probably play Stardew Valley for like a large portion of my evening. So I'll see you tomorrow.